And I teased before the break, guys, that this may be your last Halloween, so enjoy it, because an asteroid is purportedly dangerously close to impacting with our planet for Halloween. This Halloween has gotten a lot scarier, guys. A huge asteroid hurtling towards the Earth. This space rock dubbed 2015 TB-145, which is quite an innocuous name for what should be called the extinction of the human race.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it was named the Earth Killer, I'd be a little more worried about it.
This was only discovered...
TB-391 or something.
Yeah, it's only discovered about 2 weeks ago by astronomers.
So wait a minute. So I could understand having a horrible name if they discovered it years ago, and then now it's just now coming close and it might hurt us. But if they just discovered it 2 weeks ago, they knew when they discovered it that it had a chance to hit us. Why didn't they name it Earth Killer?
Well, I mean, I'm taking some artistic license because it's really still 499,000 kilometers away.
They should have named it the most least sexual.
It's like 3 miles, right?
How long?
According to our conversion rates.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is cruising at speeds over 126,000 kilometers per hour. And despite missing the Earth, experts monitoring this space debris estimate the flyby will be the closest that an asteroid has come to our home planet in close to a decade. They say that they won't have another one this close within another 12 years. So,
you hyped that up, made it sound like it was something crazy. Okay, yeah. Happens every 10 years.
So now I think they should...
Ratings, bitches, ratings.
Is there a point to this rambling at all?
Not at all.
Stacey, I have a point. Is Chelmsford there?
He is, yes.
Can you have him bring me a beer?
I could, but that would mean he can't bring me a beer. So
have him bring you... Hold on. We're not that far apart. Have him bring you one, and then he can hurry up over here and bring me one, and then he can be back to you by the time you need another.
Chelmsford doesn't drive.
Are
he
you
only rides a bicycle.
Are you making a veiled request in the hope that your wife is listening so that she will pick up the fact that she needs to bring you a beer? Why don't you ask Lou Bob to get you a goddamn beer?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, ask Lou Bob to get you a beer.
He'll drink it by the time he gets here.
He's walking around doing nothing.
Dude,
Lou Bob, give me a beer.
Last time I asked him to give me a beer, I came back, he gave me a half.
Hey, Caleb, you cow, man?
Yeah, can you grab me a beer?
Man, do I got to do everything around here, man?
Yes. Everything? What do you mean?
You know, I feel like since our relationship moved to me as a roommate, and all of a sudden, you're getting really demanding around here. I mean, I'm just hanging out.
Stacey, do you know any real estate attorneys?
I am hanging out. Some people call it squatting, but I call it hanging out. And I am watching some of your cable TV. By the way, I like your selections. You got True TV on there. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your surround sound is unbelievable. By the way.
How about this, Lou Bob? Do you do yard work?
What's that?
Not great.
I don't think he does any work.
No, I don't either.
Hey, I work hard, man.
He's a world-class noodler. First of all, everybody should know this about Lou Bob. He's won 2 tournaments in your life, correct?
Hey, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. By the way, I also have a very enterprising mattress reclamation business.
Oh yeah, I've heard the commercials.
You've heard the commercials on here. I've been a sponsor of this show for a long time. Thank you very much.
You haven't sponsored anything.
No,
we playing for free. You haven't paid for any of that airtime. That doesn't make you a sponsor unless you pay, dude.
I contribute to the show, man. I've been a contributor on this show for a long time.
I actually think
the best part of your contributorship?
Detractor would be a better.
No, he's been a great contributor. The best part has been the last 3 or 4 weeks when he hasn't been in here.
It has
been awesome.
Yeah, everybody has something to bring to the show, and what Lou Bob could bring is silence.
Yeah, Lou Bob, less is more. If you know what I'm saying. He's like...
And none is everything.
He's like jazz music.
A little like his brain.
Now, he actually walked off.
He's mad.
Well, he's glued to your True TV.
Yeah,
that's his favorite channel.
Couldn't care less about the show. He's watching...
I love that channel because nothing on it's true.
Nothing's true on anything anymore.
That's why they leave the E off. They're like, true. It's like kind of like,
quotes,
air
quotes.
Nor is it true that an asteroid's actually impacting the Earth. But ratings, bitches, ratings.
You know,
You made it sound like it.
They should name asteroids like they name hurricanes. You know what I mean? Like, they should name this one, like, pretty much the least most... The name of one I understand girls hate the most.
The least most.
The least most.
Yeah. The least most. Yeah, definitely the least most.
Which is, and this is there was a poll done on this. Thanks for having my back there, Lord. This is the name that I found out that women actually hate the most, and they're least likely to sleep with a guy, and if his name is Keith.
Really?
Where did you read that?
I read it the other day, and
I always thought it was Joe.
no, it's funny you mentioned that, but yeah. No.
I'm glad you did
Yes.
that because I was so close.
Oh, paybacks are a bitch.
Did I ever tell you about the story about the midget with the small penis?
Oh, here we go.
What's his name, Ben?
I'll tell it later. It's all right. We'll get to that one later. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we were talking about Halloween. Now, we'd be remiss not to bring up the fact that next Friday we're doing the show live from the Reverend Joey T compound. And actually, you and I got to get together and get this invite list going because I've been.
We haven't done this yet?
No, we haven't done this yet. When you say we, you mean me? No, it hasn't been.
Well,
done.
that was your job. I think we talked about that 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
man.
I know, well.
Dude, I
I
delegate.
was busy.
Yeah. Doing what, man? By any means?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sound very busy to me. Yeah. I guess if is there going to be anybody there? Is it going to be us three sitting there, like going, like, who's going to drink this cake?
Us.
All right.
I thought you were going with Kirkland beer. That's why I didn't want to invite anybody. I didn't want to be embarrassed.
No, man, that was a joke.
Lou Bob will be there.
Dude,
No, it's not 90.
Lou Bob's not really allowed on my property. I had that document signed that says he's not allowed back on there.
No, but we got to get this together. But yes, we're going to have a party at the Reverend Joey T compound, and your glorious punk band will be playing there as well. We'll be broadcasting there, and then afterward we'll have a live show from your band. Tell everybody about that.
You just did. Hey, let me ask Lord Cheese, and this is tough. Did you? I left that over there. How'd you like it? Any good? You like the CD at all?
Yeah, very good.
All right. See, I got a ringing
I'm
endorsement.
impressed.
You didn't listen to it, did you?
I did. My expectations weren't high, I will tell you that. So it was easy to impress me.
Right. Well, that's what we try. That's what I aim for, man. You play it way down, and then I've done that with women for years, man. I'm like, yeah, it's only about 4 inches, and then when they find out it's actually 5, they're like, all right, that's a step up.
That's like, was that 1 centimeter?
No, I was talking
1.6.
and
No,
I'm
that's 8.
I'm talking about my tongue, not my penis. At this, I got a Gene Simmons thing going
Oh,
on.
while we're talking about the tongue and while we're talking about Halloween, a dude in the news and this is a British guy,
Oh, damn.
Shocking.
for chopping off his ears so that he could look more and more like his parrot. Now, Joe, get a load of what this guy looks like.
See, this, what
Like his what?
his parrot.
His parrot. Get a look at this guy. Now, first of all, he's done many surgeries. He did recently cut his ears off, but he split his tongue to make it a forked tongue like a parrot, and he's got tattoos. He's even tattooed his eyeballs to look more like his parrot. Caleb.
What I want to know is, if you look at the picture of the guy,
The starfish in his head?
no, that's another thing. But he wants to look more like his parrot. Why doesn't he take the horns out? Last time I checked, parrots didn't have horns. He's got 2, like
or
devil
metal
horns
spikes.
and metal spikes. Yeah,
He's
or
a-
nose rings.
It's a devil parrot, if you didn't notice this. And this is where I think Jimmy Buffett's fans have just gone too far, man. And it's time to say no
He's wasted away again
to
somewhere.
Margaritaville, dude. This is kind of ridiculous.
His name is Ted Richards, 56 years old, has 110 tattoos, including on his eyeballs, as well as 50 piercings, a split tongue, and he claims all to resemble his 5 birds. And he lives in Hartcliffe, England.
It's a wonder that he lives just with birds and no other human beings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Well, he's a treat.
yeah, he's definitely, I think he's probably going to shock people. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the inner bird coming out in him. Now, we talked about the San Francisco thing. Was there a bird on the ballot? I think maybe this guy should call because
Yep.
if the bird wasn't, did you hear the story earlier, Stacy, about San Francisco high school?
I did not know.
It's a
Oh,
middle
yes,
school.
I did.
Middle
yeah.
school.
A middle school. It was a middle school.
It was a
It's even
middle.
starting
Yeah,
that
it was a
far?
middle
It was
school.
a middle school. Yeah.
Well, first of all, what do you do as a president of a middle school assembly? You say the one thing that I've always heard when I was a kid. We're going to have music in the cafeteria, and you stand up, and that's your whole platform, and
Yeah.
you never get that done, nor anything else. Ever.
And nobody ever cares.
Because every time you say anything cool, the teachers are like, "No,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen,
That
man.
ain't happening."
Yeah.
Now, surprisingly, with Mr. Ted Richards, he does have a 31-year-old girlfriend.
Is that Keith's brother?
Ted Richards, the Birdman,
Is she
does
hot?
in fact have a 31-year-old girlfriend.
Is she hot though?
I'm pretty sure she's probably not hot. They haven't shown a picture.
Is her
but
name
still,
Robin?
the fact that she's 25 years younger than him, even if she's a fat cow, is an accomplishment. When you're talking about a guy with no ears, tattooed eyes, devil horns, metal spikes, and a split tongue.
Once again, I ask: Is her name Robin? Oh, boo! I know that was bad, dude. I'm sorry. Well, he looks like a bird. Why wouldn't he be dating a girl named Robin?
I'm assuming when it comes to social media, he likes to tweet.
She looks just like him.
Does she? Did you Google?
Oh
it?
yeah,
Did you
she's
go-
got pink hair. She's got the same split tongue, the same lip piercings. She's got the cheek piercings like he does. The only difference is she doesn't have the face and eyeball tattoos.
You know what I'd love to be? I'd love to be the guy sitting on.
Oh nope, she does have her head tattooed out.
In on
though.
the HR meeting when he comes in looking for a job. I'd be like, oh god, well, how do we do this without getting a lawsuit?
Yeah, how the hell is this guy affording all these tattoos? And you got to figure he's on the dole. I'm assuming.
Dole
I mean,
or-
Stacey,
and
how is
sells
that
drugs.
working nowadays? Can people still live on the dole like they used to in the 80s?
Yeah, of course I can.
So that hasn't. There's no reform with that now.
No.
It's kind of like here. I mean,
This guy can survive forever like this.
really.
Wow, what a treat.
Are you checking it out on? Yeah, he's definitely.
Apparently, he's a retired shoe factory worker.
He's retired already. Wow.
Yeah, at 56. Yeah.
Well, he built a lot of shoes.
Well, no
man.
one's going to hire him at this point.
He's
I mean,
been retired for a while though.
yeah, I mean, only a pet store might hire him at this point. Now, speaking of jobs that some people would want or can't have, in this case, I didn't realize this, but there's a marijuana mascot, and his name is Buddy. What a surprise! And he just got fired. And this is okay. Apparently, there's an organization called Responsible Ohio. They just fired the actress. I would think it'd be an employee. I mean, what acting is required for wearing a frickin' mascot?
I think it means you
costume?
can pay him less.
An actress, no, but it doesn't in this case. An actress who dressed up as Buddy, the marijuana superhero,
Yeah.
was fired after she expressed safety concerns and suffered an off-the-job foot injury. Now, her real name, Erica Buford, 26 years old, a single mom who lives in Columbus, Ohio, says she was dismissed on October 14th. Apparently, they never gave her a reason for being let go. But what she was asking for was some support in terms of adding another staffer to what they refer to as the Green Rush bus tour to provide security in case protesters show up to confront them. Now, are you ready to find out what she's being paid for this job?
Yes.
In losing this job, she now loses her compensation that was approximately $5,000 a month to work a little over 40 hours a week dressed up as a pot mascot.
I've done that for
She's
a
making
long
60
time. I've done that for a long time, and I've never gotten paid nothing for it. So look, if you're looking for, hey, listen, I want to put my name out there. Is there any number we can send an application to? Or I got a good resume. I want to be the next Buddy the pot superhero. Ben, I want this job.
Why are you looking at? I'm not a staffer for the.
Well, I mean, you know people, man. Get me in on this thing, dude. $5,000 a month to dress up like a really odd looking Oscar the Grouch, because that's kind of what you look like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I'm dumbfounded by this. How is
who's
how
paying
is
her?
that worth that?
Is there like a pot like
That job's $12 an hour max.
dude? First of all, where does a weed superhero come in? Who's,
Actually, that job is free if you find some punk ass kid that
and
wants
pay him
to-
in weed. Just
yeah.
give him a bag of weed and be like, hey, you're gonna be Buddy, dude. He's like, all right, dude, let's go.
Basically, all you do is sweat your ass off inside a costume, and she's up north, so it's not even hot. Most
So
of the
this
time.
is
Wait.
the-
You don't want to give him weed though, because he's not gonna go.
Well, no, but he's on a bus. He's kind of trapped, dude.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. I mean,
He's
what
a-
kind of mascot is a high mascot? Most mascots run around and dance. This guy's like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, he's like, what's up, dude?
he just sits around and stuffs Funyuns up his mouth and
He's got the head off all the time. He's like, what's up, dude?
sits there and drinks
This thing-
Mountain Dew.
This thing sucks, man. I can't breathe in this thing,
It's
man.
hot.
You can't ever hit a bowl when this thing's on, dude. But let me ask you, this is for what? I'm looking at the thing. It says on legalization. So
It's for Responsible Ohio, which is a group that's promoting the legalization of pot in Ohio.
okay, so it's probably the people who own
Where
whatever.
do they get these names though? Responsible Ohio. What is that? What you would think of? Legalized marijuana. That's Responsible Ohio.
Not at all.
Now I would think about a bunch. It would be like the mascot would be a guy who puts money in his bank account.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Or like-
I'm saving for the future.
Or like not driving drunk or something like that.
Steve the Saver. That would be some guy just sitting there and he's got like a a tax return he's trying to stuff into an ATM. Hey, I want to put this in my bank account. I'm responsible.
Nobody does.
But no, there must be a lobby, right? So somebody's paying for this. Is my question. There must be a lobby
sure.
that's trying to. But you know the guy here in Florida who's doing the whole big. What's his name? Morgan & Morgan.